It also uses the matrix bus, as I explained before. Another family is the FDDI distribution cards. We have here 3 types of cards. Basically, this card was designed to be used with the XM530X that I mentioned before, the Ethernet to FDDI switching cards. So we have here the LC380 that have actually 2-port repeater FDDI. One port is thus going into the matrix bus for connection to this card or to any FDDI ring running on the matrix, and the other one going to an external ring. There is a 9 ports of a SAS UTP concentrator going outside, and the DAS attachment is going into the matrix bus, and a version of this card with a fiber optic concentrator, SC connectors, and again a DAS connection into the matrix bus. Here you see the cards, and basically this is what I have to what I brought to the presentation. I didn't show you anything of our multi-hub cards. I can spend 1-2 hours more on these cards. So, but of course, if you need an explanation on it, I can make the effort for it.
Okay. What I'll tell you about is MegaVision. MegaVision is NBase network management system. MegaVision manages all the NBase controllable devices. Actually, every NBase device, every device that you already you were told about, and you will see here, it's managed by MegaVision. MegaVision is multi-platform network management system. What it means, multi-platform? First of all, multi-platform means that it works for PC systems, Windows-based systems, and Unix systems. This is the first. Why it is multi-platform. The second, why it is multi-platform. MegaVision works under a lot of standard network management platforms, such as HP OpenView. By the way, HP OpenView also for PC and also for Unix. Novell NMS, Castle Rock SNMPC, Cabletron Spectrum. This is another popular platform. Let me, if I forgot something. A lot of big company systems, they are based on some popular network management products. For example, Cisco Works is based on SNMPC. Castle Windows solution is based on SNMPC. And MegaVision can work under SNMPC. So what it means? It means that that our network management system may work together, for example, with Cisco Works or Intel LAN Desk Network Manager, and provide a solution for users in multi-vendor environment. It means that a lot of companies' devices can be managed together. And actually, this is a very important question, because one of the main questions about network management, which user asks, okay, I buy your devices, but I also have in my environment devices from other companies. How I'm supposed to manage it? So our multi-platform capabilities gives a solution for this question. It means that if user already has his network management environment, he does not have to change it. we will adopt our network manager for his needs and for his environment. Okay, and if user doesn't have anything and he buys online-based devices, okay, we will also provide the solution, our standalone solution. MegaVision also works standalone. It will, for example, what you see now here is our standalone solution. And our standalone solution works for Windows and for Unix as well, for some Solaris stations. Another important question that actually MegaVision not only manage only NBase devices. Generally, it can manage any SNMP device, because as you know, all the SNMPs, the devices, they have a lot of standard features which are described in standards. By the way, MegaVision is based on standards, online standards. Okay, nothing proprietary, nothing is strict on standards. And of course, because it supports a lot of standard SNMP needs, so it can manage a lot of other third companies' devices. For example, it provides hormone management, which is very important, which is standard is very important. It provides a lot of statistics for standard devices. So user can manage and use statistics for any SNMP device. Of course, there may be some specific questions for that company devices that we will not cover. This is natural, because it's not our device. But if user needs such specific features, we always recommend this user to use something like HP OpenView, and MegaVision can work under any standard network management platform. MegaVision can work as an application for HP OpenView for all the platforms that I already told you about. And when user double clicks on our device, he will see our picture, manage our device. When user double clicks on another company device, he will see the picture of application which is provided by either company. This is only if user needs specific management features for that companies, not in base, which is pretty important again, because it always happens. Okay. This is an important question. That's why I talk so much about this. To understand, then we adopt our solution for user needs. No, the user doesn't have to go. We don't dictate anything. For example, when user buys MegaVision PC, when he does install, what he sees first thing, the first picture what he sees, install says a long list of options. And in this list of options, he will see what do you want to install first. MegaVision standalone, MegaVision for Enable NMS, MegaVision for SNMPC, MegaVision for Cabletron Spectrum, MegaVision for HP OpenView, MegaVision for HP OpenView Network Node Manager. This is another popular platform from Hewlett Packard. The recent, and we already support it. It's not HP OpenView regular one, Windows. It's HP OpenView Network Node Manager. By the way, if you have any questions, you may interrupt me, or if I speak too quickly, please also, okay? Thank you. Okay, now I will show you some features of MegaVision, and your questions are welcome. Okay, what you see currently is MegaVision standalone. Here. So, as in any network management system, what user can see is a map with the links of devices installed, and a lot of icons which represent device. Some of icons are green, some of icons are red, some of icons are other colors. The colors is traditional way to represent the current state of the device. And for example, if it's red, it means that something bad happened with this device. It's no communication, so okay. Yellow means warning, and green means that everything is okay with this device. Okay, if it's red, you already But if it's green or any other color, you may download, you might double click on the device, and you will see the real-time status LEDs and the representation of the device. Now the picture is fully interactive. You may, in order to configure a port or to see statistics for a port, you just click on port, okay, and you see some statistics for the port. For example, you may see statistics this way, okay. This is transmit bytes from one port to another, transmit frames. You may see statistics. You may see information about Ethernet information about collisions, no collisions. But actually, in real life, you will see some of the devices. This network is just to show no load of the network. So, okay, user may see statistics this way as a speedometers, and user may see statistics this way as a line graph, as a bar graph. User may, a very rich graphical capabilities. You may see several graphs in one graph. You may see even graphs from different devices. This is important to see the statistics from different devices in one graph to analyze your network. Because usually what happens is that first of all, Megavision is very useful when you start your network. Okay, because you want to analyze traffic which goes to put virtual LANs. We will talk about this later. I will show you how easy to put virtual LANs on our devices, and to see statistics and to see bottlenecks and all this stuff. You see, it started falling. It started falling. It started to show information here. It's just takes a little time. I will close this. And the second thing is so. The first thing is network monitoring, troubleshooting. The third thing is configuration of the devices. Okay, I will continue. So, in order to manage port, you may click on the port and to see statistics of the port, and you may configure a port. For example, you may put it this port. You may put it 10 and 100 and you may change the duplex to full or half duplex and enable or disable flow control. By the way, I'm showing you only one device currently, but we may go to every device and to see some of the devices they differ with the features. But Megavision tries to give you access to all the devices with the same way. If you want to manage the whole switch itself, you just go and click on NBase logo, okay, and you see the information about the switch. You see device name, MAC address, version of the software, uptime, common parameters, and you may configure the parameters. You may configure in bad connections. This is a trap table. You may configure the manager, trusted manager, which receives the alarm traps from this device. By the way, all the alarm traps are going to alarm log, okay, and it does beep, okay. When you work on the platforms like HP OpenUS and MPC, Megavision can also send a page to your pager to. But this is actually already not Megavision. This is the capabilities of the platform. I'm showing you now on the. Actually, I may show also not on the standalone. For example. By the way, I wanted to show you. This is the difference between how you work under. This is Megavision standalone, and this is Megavision working under HP OpenU Network Node Manager for Windows NT. This is the new solutions, enterprise solutions from Hewlett Packard. Okay, and you see, Megavision. This is everything is as you can see here is a. You can see that Megavision discovered, it's not, actually it's HP OpenU, but Megavision installed as an application for HP OpenU. And Megavision discovered, and this is actually in base icons, and it's put in base icons on, and in order to call Megavision, you just click, okay? and you have the same pictures. And now this is the same thing. It's fully interactive, like everything here. Okay, it shows this is 2048 somewhere in the building. This device, what you see here, and now you may manage the same way like you manage it standalone. So this is the difference when you work on the platform and when you work standalone. In a standalone mode, Megavision provides the mapping and coloring features and the alarming features. In platform mode, of course, platform provides this provides the features, mapping and coloring features. Okay. Now I will show you some of the configuration features of our devices. How easy is to configure a device? I already showed you, for example, to change half duplex, full duplex, you just and select the speed. You just go and configure the device. Virtual LANs. Virtual LANs. Most of our devices they support virtual LANs. Okay. I believe you understand what is virtual LANs. Let's say this way. This is a switch. Every switch port is actually the segment. Okay, what is a segment? Segment is a bunch of network devices, stations, servers, and whatever. And usually, when one station won't communicate with another station, another segment, it's usually switched. It's allowed, and all the traffic is traveling. This is the default situation. All the traffic is traveling through the switch to any. This is the default situation, and this is what we see here actually. This is virtual LAN management. This is connectivity matrix. Connectivity matrix. What we see here? We see here that if user wants, if segment 2 wants to talk to segment 3, 4, 5, it's allowed. Okay. Now you may ask me why both those two are empty, 9 and 10. Okay. I will tell you why. Because this switch just don't have the port 9 and 10. Okay. Now, this is the situation, and everybody talks to everybody, and actually it may create a lot of problems if the network is overloaded, broadcast terms and all so what can network manager do in order to create a virtual LAN, to organize the situation? For example, you see, I'm connected. By the way, I must be careful because I know that I'm connected to this port. You see, first of all, you see it's green. Now, I want to say that 1, 2, 3, 4 is a group of users which are communicate together. Okay, and they are not allowed to communicate with other segments. And I'm doing this. And now look how the connectivity matrix changed. You see, in one click I did so complex work. Now this group is independent. This group is independent. Okay. So no communication between two groups. Okay. So what we see that port 1, 1, 2, 3, 4 is one group, but actually what user want to see, he wants to see something like you see what I did now. I created two groups, but port number 4 is common. What it means? It means that this segment may contain, there is still no communication between the two groups. No communication. But the segment number 4 is common. Everybody may talk to the devices which are located on segment number 4. It's common, and you see it in the matrix. So you may put on this segment, you may put common use servers. You may put managers that are allowed to talk to everybody. Okay. any device, any common network resources that, but there is still no communication between those two groups. Okay, very important feature, and very easy to use. Okay, now I will delete all my VLANs. Okay, and again I have this in one click. I have the same picture. What we were talking about is internal switch VLANs. Most of, actually all of our switches, they have this feature. I just showed you this switch for NH2012, but all of our switches, they have this feature. It's internal VLANs. We also have inter-switch VLANs, because what I showed you that the ports are belong only to one switch. But user may want that these groups, the segments are belonging to different switches, which is pretty important. And we also have this feature. Not every switch contains such a feature, but for example, in H2012 it has such a feature. Okay. And it works exactly. The interface is exactly the same. Now let me show something, some other useful features. You see, there's a lot of features. I may talk all the day about all the features, and some of the devices they have more features, some can. But I'm just showing you the. For example, you see, the LED is red. For a moment. Okay, now it's gone. It means it just informed me that there were collisions. Something happened to this device, and actually it's on real devices the same thing. Okay. It just informed me. But if you want exactly to see what's happened, you just go and to see the collision information. Okay? I just know, now I know that I have to go and see if it's critical or not or something. By the way, I just saw that there were collisions. The LED was red. That's why I go. And if you see that one of the ports may create trouble for you, just go and disable it. You see what I did? I disabled this port. You see, now it's red. So I just isolated the port because I saw that probably it creates problems on the network, and I have to do something to see statistics to understand what's going on. And meanwhile, that I want to save my network from damage that it creates, I just isolate it. This is also a kind of VLAN, because I just the users that inside the segment, they may communicate together, but they cannot communicate with anybody else in the network. Okay, I will enable this port again. Of course, such a things must have some security features like passwords, and of course, so Megavision has two levels of security. The one level of security is supervisor. This is actually when you log into the Megavision, it asks you if you are a supervisor or you are a user. By the way, what I'm showing you on the Windows, but this is the same thing on the Unix. Okay, I may show. This is a Unix, and you will see that this is exactly the same interface over there. So, two levels of security. User supervisor. A supervisor is allowed to do everything with his password, and user is allowed only to view network. No changes. No changes. And of course, SNMP security, which is always standard for any SNMP device. In order to manage any device, you cannot manage it if you don't put the correct names here. This is SNMP security mechanism. This is a standard. This is a standard for any SNMP device. If you want to manage this device, you must know correct name of this. And of course, you may change these names from the device and from this screen. This is inside the device. You see, right is hidden because for security reasons. Okay, but if you don't know this name, you cannot manage this device. When Megavision can auto-discover it and see it, and but you cannot manage it if you don't know the security. Okay, what we were talking, and some other useful features. Switching database, currently. You see what, I just click on switching database. You see what it shows me? Actually, it's my whole network. It shows you all the stations, all the, everything that is connected to switch port, because switch, and it shows you to which port is connected. And usually the unique way to identify the station or any device in the network is MAC address of the device. But MAC address is a 6 bytes, and it's in the hexadecimal. It's not nice to. So you may put alias for this, and Megavision recognize the producer of the device using MAC address. For example, this is a device of D-Link, okay, and you may put the alias. You see, I found my device here. I found that this is my computer, Evgeny, because I put alias before, and I have alias database. You see, this is alias database, and I may put alias for any MAC address, and after that, all the pictures, all the screens. You see. Alias may be for full MAC address or only for part of it. Part of it it shows the producer of the device, because you understand that MAC address also identifies the producer, the company producer of the device. 3, Intel, or so it will identify the device. And you may put the alias for this. For example, you may put that this device is Pete, Mary, or somebody else to identify your. Megavision also works with DNS server. With DNS server, this is the naming protocol of IP, which is based on IP. And Auto Discovery can discover it. And you may, for example, let me show you. This is ARP table. You see that this is IP address, and this is the DNS name. It shows DNS name of it, and it shows to which port it's connected. So this is by the way, this is standard for SNMP, so this table will be supported for any device. Usually, this table is very useful for routers, because for routers this table is usually huge, and you may see, which is very important. All these questions are very important for network manager, and you may see the correspondence between name, MAC address, and IP address. Okay. Sorry?
MAC address, right?
This is MAC address.
Not the station name.
This is the point. If this station has alias, so instead of this, it will put here alias. If this station doesn't have an alias, it will put just a raw number like this one. But if its station has a part of the alias and it can recognize the company producer, it will put the part of the. This is the first 3 bytes. The link is the first 3 bytes. Okay.
So can you see the matching of areas and the MAC address?
So yes, exactly. This is exactly the table.
No, this is the IP address and then on the MAC address column. So it's shown the areas or row MAC address, right? My question is we can see the matching.
Alias and MAC address. Yeah. Of course, this is it. This is it, of course. But you may also create your own aliases, of course. This is the tool. For example, I put alias for this MAC address. This is my computer, and I want it to be identified because I don't want to be disconnected from some devices when I play with the network. And this is extremely important because network manager must fill his network and to fill devices and names, and he must understand who is connected where. And in the big network, this information is critical. And this name comes from DNS. Okay, this name comes from DNS. This is a IP protocol from DNS server, and Megavision is also can show you this name. And usually this table is for routers. This table is huge for routers because the routers, they know all the IP addresses, IP routers. And if you go to the table for any router, you will see actually all your networks. You see, all the devices. For example, this is Gigaframe switch, which you were presented with. And the same thing, you just click on the port and you configure port. You click on the port and you see statistics. Okay, you may change statistics. You may select statistics which statistics you want to see. And you may set statistics also this way. Actually, you may see the statistics. This is port number 1, and you may change the port, and you may in order to see them. And you may open speedometer, and line graph or bar graph. By the way, this port is connected, so let me. You see, it has some statistics, okay? And it's very powerful. You may change it can be automatically graph options. It can be changed. This is just graphic richness of graphics, how it works. And this is what I didn't show you also, that this is you may customize your image. For example, you may select something else. Most people, what they do, they select something like office and food just to see your bitmap. This is just a bitmap which you may create in any painting tool. And of course, there is a submaps, and you may create a submap and to call it, for example, production. Okay. And then you may drop some devices inside this submap and to go to the submap and to see the submap, okay, to create and do auto discovery. You see, for example, I'm doing auto discovery of the see, it discovered this. I just put the range of IP addresses, and then by the way, I will stop the discovery. Okay, I will show you. We have here the options. You may discover all SNMP devices and NBase-Xyplex devices only, or any SNMP or TCP/IP devices. You even may see actually how can you manage TCP/IP devices. You cannot manage. The only thing what you want to know about TCP/IP device, usually it's station. You want to know if it's alive or not. Okay, so you have this possibility even here. If you want to manage, of course, you must have this device must be SNMP and support standards to be managed. But you still have this possibility for TCP/IP device to know if it's alive or not, and you want to know the name of this device and you have this possibility even in Megavision standalone. Of course, you have this possibility because all these platforms that we were talking about, like HP OpenView, SNMPC, CastleRock, SNMPC, the Cabletron Spectrum, the standard platforms, they also support this. But even in Megavision standalone, you have it. Usually, some companies, they don't want to buy all these expensive platforms from. They are pretty happy that they have affordable network management standalone from us. It's really affordable. What we are trying to do. What we are trying to do, we are trying to make management of our products very easy, and we don't take money for this, a lot of money. Okay. But by the way, this package for PC for all the platforms that I mentioned, okay, is $495. For the sellers, it's usually half a price for the sellers. After that, for users, it's $495. Yes. No, not standalone. Everything. It includes Megavision standalone. It includes Megavision for HP OpenView, Megavision for Novell MMS, Megavision for HP OpenView Network Node Manager. This is what you see here. Megavision for Cabletron Spectrum. All this is actually. You may see this. You see, this is this product, Megavision MV. This is from our website. Okay, all these products are in this package, includes everything. Megavision is all the versions in about once and 2 months or 3 months we always release a new version. Why we release a new version? Because it's a very dynamic thing. Because because all the new products comes all the time, and whenever a product comes, a user might want to see it to be managed. Okay, and the Megavision is almost is released together with the product. And we have an annual maintenance program for users, for users that not to buy all the time. The users just buy, just pay 10% of the price, and it has free all the new versions which comes which are released. Okay, I will continue about the features of Megavision. It's asked me if I want to add to map. Okay, you see, I discovered some devices and I put it on the map. You see, it discovered, for example, it discovered this Gigaub that you see here. This is it. Okay. It also discovered this Gigaframe switch, which you see also here. You see, this card is empty, so it does not show anything. It shows this port is connected, and it's really connected over there. Okay. So let's get back to our previous map. I'm just downloading. I'm just loading the new map, the previous map. And this device. What I wanted to show you when I started to talk about switching database. This is the whole. This is the whole network. It shows you all the stations which are and which ports they are connected. And what I see here, for example, this is a station which is called HAL. It has alias, or because it has alias in area. So I'm double-click on this station. What I see from this picture, I see that this picture that this station is located on port 2, and this station is allowed to communicate with port 1, port 3, port 4, port 5, and port 6. But I want to change it. I want to put custom filter on this. Look what I'm doing now. I want to this station is not allowed to communicate with segment 3, and you see what I did? And this station is isolated from this. This is not virtual LANs. The previous one I showed you virtual LAN. This is custom filter. This is another mechanism that our switches. So virtual LANs, they operate with the ports, segments, and here you operate with one station only. You isolate the station from certain segments here. Also very useful, though not that useful as a virtual LAN, because usually people, they don't operate with one station, so they operate with segments. Though sometimes it's useful to use such a feature. So a lot of features and which I don't show, which I didn't show you. All our devices. For example, this is device which is not in base. This is just some kind of router which is found found in the network. Okay. But I can still manage this network. I can still manage this device. I can see the statistics for this device. Okay. I can see it this way and this way. I can see, because this is a standard SNMP device, and everything which is standard we can manage. It takes time while you get statistics here, because you must see statistics dynamically. It takes. You may change this. You may change this when you change the polling interval and all this stuff. Everything is configurable. Polling interval is configurable. You don't want to be polling interval to 10 seconds is enough. It means that every 10 seconds you send request to the device for these counters. You don't want to overload your network with, for example, 1 second, because it means that you will overload. You may do it. It will still work, but no network manager will do this, because he understands that it's overload the network with a SNMP request, which is not good. So what I showed you, that you actually can see the statistics from any SNMP device, which is important for many users. Probably I didn't show you a lot of exciting features that we have here, but I don't remember now. So if you have any questions, I will be glad to answer them. spanning tree?
Yeah.
Yes, of course. For example, for this is GFS. Okay, this LED management is a spanning tree. Is based on spanning tree. If it's blocked, this will be red, and the port will be red, and the port will be red itself.
Holding is
Yes. Sorry.
holding is this color.
This red management. Management. This is actually the real thing because this LED is for spanning tree. And of course, look here. I'm clicking. You have it says spanning tree is off. Okay. If spanning tree is on, actually, if for example for other devices, let me see this device. Spanning tree. This is all the parameters of the spanning tree: port enable, and the state, port forwarding, listening, blocking, and it also shows you on the if it's blocking, it will be red. But this is a presentation like in you see, and also the color presentation on the switch. We worked a lot to create a specific tool to create such a network management. All this thing is based on the tool. Actually,